Hi, I'm Beaver Buddy. Get ready for a magical children's story with a heartwarming moral about learning at your own pace. Have you ever felt left behind while everyone else seems to fly ahead? In Willow Pond, a duckling named Dippy was about to learn something magical. Dippy was the tiniest duckling in the whole pond, with fluffy feathers like dandelions and legs that wobbled like jelly beans when he walked. While his siblings splashed, dived, and spun circles in the water, Dippy clung nervously to the reeds, watching from the edge. "Come on, Dippy," called Daisy, the boldest of the bunch. "The water's not scary. It's fun." But Dippy only shook his fuzzy head. Deep down, he wanted to swim more than anything. But each time he tried, his legs kicked the air, and he plopped into the pond like a pebble. "I'll never learn," he whispered to himself as he paddled clumsily back to shore, dripping and sad, his tiny heart sinking. Mama Duck waddled over with a warm nuzzle. "Little one," she said gently, "every duckling swims in their own time." But Dippy didn't feel comforted. He just watched the others twirl like spinning tops, wishing he could feel that freedom too. One afternoon, a shimmering dragonfly zipped past and landed near Dippy. "Why so gloomy, Fluffball?" it buzzed, tilting its jeweled head. "I can't swim," Dippy muttered. "Everyone else can. Maybe I'm not really a duck." The dragonfly chuckled, wings glinting like glass. "I couldn't fly at first," it said. "I used to fall from twigs like a raindrop. But now, look." It zoomed skyward in a swirl of colors. Dippy blinked at the sky. Maybe, just maybe, he still had time to become amazing too. He stood up and tried again. Splash. Flop. Gulp. For days, Dippy kept trying. Sometimes he went in circles. Sometimes he sank. But little by little, he floated more than he flopped. One sunset, while the sky burned orange and gold, Dippy finally paddled across a small stretch of the pond, wobbly but floating. "I did it!" he quacked. The water rippled with joy as frogs cheered, lily pads bounced, and even the cattails seemed to clap. But just when Dippy thought things were getting better, the pond grew still. The sky turned gray, and Daisy didn't come home. "She went too far," cried Mama Duck. "She swam past the cattail cliffs." Panic fluttered like wings in Dippy's chest. No one dared go that far. The cliffs were steep, the waters deep, and strange echoes whispered from the shadows. "I'll find her," Dippy said, trembling but determined. "I may not be fast, but I love her." His voice was soft but sure. As the others watched from shore, Dippy paddled into the unknown, the wind ruffling his feathers, the waves big as dreams. Through reeds like walls and waters like mirrors, he searched. The moon rose, casting silver across the pond like spilled paint. "Daisy!" he cried into the dark. A faint quack echoed back, tiny, scared, and close. Dippy's heart surged like a waterfall. There she was, tangled in weeds, tired and cold. "Dippy?" she sniffled. "How did you get here?" "I just swam," he smiled. With gentle nibbles, Dippy tugged the weeds free. Together, they paddled back, slowly but surely, under the watchful stars. When they reached the shore, Mama Duck wrapped them both in wings. "My brave little swimmers," she whispered. The others stared in amazement. "You saved her," one duckling whispered. "You're not just swimming, you're leading." From that day on, Dippy swam with pride. Not the fastest, Not the fanciest, but strong, steady, and full of courage. Sometimes, he even helped other ducklings who were scared like he once was. "One paddle at a time," he'd say with a wink. The dragonfly buzzed by now and then, whispering, "Told you so, Fluffball," before vanishing in a twinkle of rainbow wings. Moral: everyone learns at their own pace, and what matters most is never giving up, even when it's hard. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.